Hello everyone, and welcome to my Vanderpump Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Indeed, after all these months, Vanderpump Rules suckers are still learning further about Scandival. Tom Sandoval's affair with Rachel Leviss behind his gal, Ariana Madix's back shook the Bravoverse. Now Rachel has her own podcast, Rachel Goes Rogue, and she dropped some tea about Tom Schwartz. When Katie Maloney set up out that Schwartz knew about Sandoval's affair the whole time, she had a word with him. Schwartz knew since the veritably morning, Rachel said in the alternate occasion of her podcast. And I eventually got a call from Sandoval. He was at Schwartz's apartment, and that was a safe space for him. So Schwartz knew before we indeed had a discussion to talk about it, and what the game plan was going to be, she added. Katie told Us Weekly. I read a recap of Rachel's podcast, and she goes, he knew from the morning. And I texted Schwartz, and I was like, I told you to tell the verity. And now you were getting called out and thrown into the machine, she added. The lie is, in April 2023, Schwartz claimed on Watch What Happens Live that he learned about Sandoval and Rachel's affair in August 2022. He characterized it as a one-night stage. He continued, also it came, from my point of view, it came an emotional affair. Also, in January 2023, he came to me and told me that he was in love with Rachel. Obviously, someone didn't study their timeline accoutrements for the pop quiz. Katie said that Herrick's husband's actions make it so hard to be musketeers with him. But the former couple are on fine terms moment. I am sure their relationship will continue to be awkward until Schwartz learns fans are both miserable and stunned for Lala Kent. However, what is the explanation? More often than not, watchers find her way of behaving weak. Presently, they have compassion toward the excellence and style big shot at this point. How did she respond? Peruse on for additional subtleties. Vanderpump Rules fans miserable and stunned for Lala Kent. Lala Kent went in on Tom Sandoval and Rachel Leviss during the season 10 get-together. This was after they double-crossed Ariana Madix by having a months-in-length illicit relationship. Having been undermined by her now ex, Randall Emmett, Lala felt this profoundly. Additionally, she never preferred Leviss from the second she entered the Vanderpump Rules world. In this way, she had no compassion toward her after she laid down with her closest companion, Sweetheart. Kent has since called Sandoval out for a photograph operation with a tiger in Thailand. This was followed up by PTA disgracing him and afterward endeavoring to teach him on what he fouled up. Presently, fans are taking a gander at Lala, and they are both disheartened and stunned by what they see. A Reddit string was as of late begun to address how Lala has changed since she burst onto the scene in Season 4. She began as a new confronted leader from Utah. With Season 11 beginning on January 30th, watchers are in dismay at the amount she has changed. The Overpowered composed this. She changed Sue a lot over the long haul. For the most part in character and pointless work to her face/body. She was initially sweet and coquettish, then turned into an unpleasant wankster gold digger. I actually have love for the lady. I simply wish Beverly Slopes was simpler on her. This photograph was added by an individual Redditor to additional come to the meaningful conclusion. Anyway, what did others need to say about Lala Kent's developing appearance? I thought she was so gorgeous when she began. Furthermore, presently, not really. She was so pretty before every one of the fillers. A genuine knockout. She transformed into a personification of herself. So miserable. Definitely, it's truly miserable. Could you at any point switch that somewhat thing? In-person distinction. Many fans felt fillers and Botox were at fault for this. However, some had seen Lala Kent face-to-face. They set aside some margin to take note of that she just looks contorted in photographs and via online entertainment. However, in actuality, she appears to be unique, thus a lot more youthful. A few referenced that her going very blonde matured her and proposed different plastic medical procedures. Lala has copped to a bosom expansion and having her ears stuck back. Beside that, she gets her lips plumped and things of that nature. What is your take of her change from season 4 as of not long ago? Did she go excessively far with the techniques, and would it be advisable for her to have remained more normal? Tell us your considerations in the remarks underneath and watch Vanderpump Rules January 30th. Rules star James Kennedy is by and large a fan number one of the show. He got some pushback on another look he as of late tested. Despite the fact that he was dressed to dazzle, fans became reproachful of one part of his style decision. James Kennedy changes everything around. While Vanderpump Rules fans hang tight for the new season's introduction, they got a brief look at a portion of the cast throughout the course of recent days. At the point when an individual is renowned, some portion of the disadvantage is that they are regularly in the public eye. On occasion, that leaves them open to analysis of the dangers they take on their appearance. In like style, James Kennedy rolled out a striking improvement to his look, yet tragically for certain fans, it bombed. While going to the Imaginative Expressions Emmy party with Vanderpump Rules co-stars Ariana Madix and Tom Schwartz, fans saw his tricky change. Fans spot James Kennedy's hazardous style change. Despite the fact that James Kennedy tidied up pleasantly to the surprise of no one, a little detail was not right for some Vanderpump Rules fans. Regardless of the inconspicuous style violation of social norms fans got, he wore dark on dark. Irrefutably, he was smooth in his velvety button-up shirt with his dark suit coat and jeans to coordinate. Apparently, fans valued his spotless dress style matched with his typical padded and formed haircut. Yet when fans inspected his face, everything came to a dramatic end. Resting over his upper lip was a pencil-lined mustache that looked newly developed. Sadly, that was some unacceptable sort of masterpiece. Fans give their considerations on James Kennedy's look. On Tom Schwartz's Instagram page, James Kennedy was imagined with other cast individuals prepared for the occasion. Subtitled on the merry-go-round of photographs was, "Emmys Tomorrow." Ideally not a unique encounter, yet it sure had that impression. Regarded to give at Thompson Oval 1 at Skiana at Lalakant. Yet inside the remarks, a few fans focused on James' new look. However, not every one of the Vanderpump Rules fans were upset by James Kennedy's fluff. Maybe different fans examine how they love the post and seeing every one of the stars. What is your take on James Kennedy's dainty mustache? Do you suppose it was a terrible approach his part or what he's been feeling the loss of from the beginning? Is it true that you are amped up for the impending Vanderpump Rules season? Drop your remarks beneath. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.